Have you ever heard of an NFT or a non-fungible token? Does it make you think of those little tokens that you put in video games mixed with a little fungi mushroom? No? Just me? Okay then. This is the second of two videos looking at blockchain technology and its uses, and we'll be talking about non-fungible tokens. So, what are they? Let's start with the word fungible. If something is fungible, it basically just means that it's interchangeable of something else that's pretty much the same. So if you think about any $1 coin, you can use it in the same way that you use any other $1 coin. Even if they're made in different years or have different pictures on them, you can still use any $1 coin to buy your chicken nuggets. So when we talk about non-fungible tokens, we're talking about a digital token that's unique and collectible. Let's hear from our expert, blockchain engineer, Aaron Boyd.
NFTs could kind of be explained as digital trading cards. In fact, there is already NBA Top Shots, which is a huge project, has started doing that with NFT basketball cards. And I think that's going to be really huge. So NFTs is basically a token that has a unique ID. So there is only one of this specific one. Sure, you can have classes of things, but the major use case is there's one, and you will own that in your wallet. And if you want to on-sell that to someone, then they now become the owner of the NFT. The more common thing now that's taking off is NFTs as art, as individual art and unique pieces of art. One of the first ones that kind of blew up in the blockchain world and in the media was CryptoKitties on the Ethereum network. And that was essentially Tamagotchis on the blockchain. And they were really popular, and it was a really cool and unique implementation of NFTs because no one can steal it. There's only, people can copy the image, sure, they can download the image, but they can't interact in the game, they can't transfer the CryptoKitty to someone else because they just don't own the token.
So a lot of people like to collect NFTs for the same reasons that they've always liked to collect things like artworks and Beanie Babies. It's partly because they're exclusive, but they're also just fun. They put the fun in non-fungible tokens. Any of the reasons that people like to collect things in the real world apply to NFTs as well. Most NFT purchases happen online in digital marketplaces, but more and more they're starting to happen with a hybrid of online and real-life experiences. So what's that like?
The first time I purchased an NFT was in Lisbon, in Portugal. There was an exhibition called Rare Effect, which was a combined physical and digital art gallery space. And that was a proper curated art space. There were VR artists, so they had headsets hanging from the roof. And in my case, I ended up gelling with one young Italian artist there, and I purchased one of his pieces, which was really beautiful. So I got the digital NFT version, and he also mounted and printed this massive, 2 meter by 1 meter version of it, and then shipped it to me from Italy. For me, that's important that it isn't completely digitized. The greatest part of creative work in general is the people behind it and knowing the stories behind it.
It's pretty amazing to think that when it all boils down to it, even though we're seeing a lot of things like artwork existing purely in the digital space now, it really just comes down to people expressing themselves through their creativity. And if that's not a pretty amazing use of technology, I don't know what is. Jessica Leonard reporting.